Hey everybody, it's Whimsy here with the weekly vlog. Okay, so I have a couple of big things to kind of talk about. First of all, I finally managed to get my camcorder to work along with filming videos on my computer. So, like, you guys, I've announced in a couple of the the PC games that I did over the week, but usually I use a webcam and a microphone, but if you guys noticed, I've been having a lot of microphone problems. And, you know, the webcam's not, like, the best and all that, and so it's like, my PC Let's Plays were really lacking to the point where I didn't even want to do them anymore, because I was like, I don't have the right equipment. But, the issue I'd been having with the camcorder in the past, because I tested, and I'm like, the tracks never line up, and I don't know why, and I can't seem to fix that. And a friend of mine told me that it could be frame rates, and that is what ended up being the issue. You know, I'm not like super tech savvy, so it's something that I didn't really think about, but when he pointed that out, I tried it and it worked. So from now on, until maybe better equipment comes in the future, I don't know, from now on I will be using my camcorder for both visual and audio for myself when I do PC games. So that was so exciting to figure that out because it eliminates stress on my computer, especially while playing games like Subnautica and Minecraft. And it also gives me a better sounding microphone because my camcorder's got a really good sounding microphone compared to the microphones that I've plugged into my computer. And, you know, the one microphone keeps glitching out, the other one I can't figure out how to make louder because I think it's just because my sound card's terrible. I've turned up all of the statistic thing on the computer, like where it's like microphone level, and it's like they're all at maximum and it's still quiet. So I don't know if it's just my sound card or what, but this eliminates that issue. I just need to use my camcorder, and it's worked out really well. So it's just like doing a regular Let's Play on the console, just different location. And I have a tripod that my mom got me because it was just cheap. It's like a clip-on, and I have like a shelf unit above my computer, and it's funny because like I'd had that, and I'm like, I'm not using this because it's like I can't figure out how to get the things to line up, but now it's like, nope, it's staying up there because I need it. So that's made me really excited, and hopefully, you know, the quality seems better for the Let's Plays. I love how it looks now, like they just look so much nicer, because I feel like it used to look so shoddy before, like this, and now the volume is really high too, because like, I hate it when like, you're watching, like you know, because I know some people complain about YouTube videos having different sound quality than other videos, like, you have to turn the volume up and down constantly, and I don't want my videos to be like that, so it's like, I want them to be recorded loud, that way I can turn them down if need be, and they'll be loud enough for YouTube, because I think YouTube actually makes it a little bit quieter when you upload them, because they seem loud on my computer when I'm editing, and then like, when you upload it, it's like, why is this quiet? So it's like, it kind of quiets it down. So having it louder when you record it is better, and if you record too quietly, trying to turn it up, it just kind of sounds, you know, shoddy, so that eliminated a lot of stress for me on that, and now my games, like the Subnautica sounds in the last episode are really loud. Not so loud that it's like, oh my god, but it's like, you can hear it, instead of being like, I can't really hear it. And then you can hear my voice over it, so it's like, okay. And then with Minecraft, you know, it was like, I mean, Minecraft's not very, very noisy, but it was just a lot of fun. And then, of course, I did Dishonored, and it's just like, oh, it's so much nicer, and less, like I said, less stress on my computer. It just means that I'm gonna have bigger files when I go to edit the stuff, but that's okay, I can deal with that. The other big thing was that this week, our D&D game finally finished. I did not expect it to actually be the final episode, I guess. Granted, Brent said that we can always like fool around and do other stuff afterwards, it's just the main story arc is done. So what ended up happening was, I think last time was when we saw the dude with the blood or something, or was that this time? Oh god, I can't remember. No, yeah, it was, okay. So, sorry, I'm having trouble remembering. So, we went to, I'm pretty sure this was this week, there was this tower that had appeared, and we went over there, and we found the guy who was like the crazy dude. I feel like I talked about this, I don't remember, but he was trying to create like beings of fire or something with the dragon, the fire dragon's blood. And so I don't remember exactly what happened with that, but after that we went and spoke to Pride, and he was like, okay, so both dragons are about to make their move on the air dragon's body because they both want the power. So both the fire dragon and the vampire king, who's now the earth dragon, are trying to like both come together to get the air dragon's body. So we have to stop them. So we're like, what do we do? Do we go find one and stop him, or find the other and stop him, or do we go to, you know, the location and stop both of them at once, which sounds a little scarier, but it's like, it prevents both of them from getting it right away. Because if we go to stop one or stop the other, the one that we don't stop is gonna come and get the body or whatever. So we went directly to the place with the body, and of course the fire dragon's already there, but he's in human form. He never took on dragon form. He was just like, I just have the power of a dragon, but like I'm not gonna be all dragony and stuff. And then we like somehow flew our airship inside of the castle. I don't know, it was weird, but it ended up crashing down, and then the Vampire King showed up. And the thing is, before he showed up, so what we had done was we took the ritual that we used to suck the other dragon, like the magic source, and redisperse it into the world. We took all that magic and put it into a dagger that had 9 gems on it, each one representing one of the different spheres of magic. And so we used that dagger to like my character, because she's the one with all the magic. She basically went up to the fire dragon and used the spell and then sucked all the fire dragon's magic out, so he's no longer really dragony or whatever. But then the Vampire King showed up, used time magic to undo that, and now both dragons have their power back. Because I was sitting there going, this is really anticlimactic. Like, I don't understand why this is so easy. Like, what, you know, because there's the fire dragon. That's the one that I was, like, expecting to be, like, you know, saying things to Kasim, because Kasim technically, like, was a traitor and all that stuff. So it's like, oh, you know, stuff like that's, like, interesting. But that didn't really happen. But it was like, oh, okay, so the fire dragon's just powerless now. But then Capono was going to go, well, almost wanted Capono to go pretty much kill the guy. And I was like, wait, that's a little bit, like, kind of... I mean, I know he's like the dragon and all that stuff, but isn't that a little extreme to just kill him all of a sudden, even though he's like powerless? And of course, then the Vampire King came back and revived his power. So it's like, yeah, I know I was trying to be a little more merciful and maybe like take him to the 7 judges or whatever, but I don't know. But it was like, it was probably better that I did that, because then the fight wouldn't have been as cool. Like, it wouldn't have been as like, oh my gosh. So we end up fighting both dragons at once. So my character turns to the Vampire King and goes, okay, so I'm going to use the dagger on him. I know he can just reverse time, but I might as well try, right? So she takes his magic out, and he's just like, you're so dumb. Why are you doing this? A couple rounds, or like a couple attacks go by, and then he goes to use time magic, and suddenly it doesn't work. Because, Brent explained this later, because of the fact that the dragons gave them more magic, he wasn't able to cast that spell anymore, and it was like, oh, so he doesn't have his dragon magic. So we were able to then like attack him with other stuff. Like, I think what I did was, because somehow the room got filled with water because there was a fire dragon there, so we thought, okay, water. So we ended up like having a lot of water around. I'm like, my fire magic's gonna be useless right now against a fire dragon and against a guy who's standing in water. Okay, so instead, because he's the earth dragon, I think, I don't remember how we attacked him, but oh no, so we used like vampire logic. I actually stabbed him with like a magical, like, I used matter magic, I think, to stab the guy with like a wood spike into the chest, which really just pinned him there. And then from there we just pummeled down on him, and finally I think he tried to cast a spell that was too much for him, and it killed him. But then we had the fire dragon to worry about, who had been beating down on Capono, and so we had to start fighting him. And I think everyone was kind of like, their attacks weren't really working except for me, because I was using matter to magic the water to attack him, and that was being more effective. I think it was just people were just rolling really bad, or he was rolling good, I'm not sure. But then finally, I went up and I'm like, alright, time to suck your magic out again, because it can't come back this time. I sucked it out, but the dragon was so pissed when I did it that he knocked me back, and the dagger got like scattered into the water, and I'm like, oh shit, you know, go find it. And then after that, Kata walked up to him and literally ate him, because she's a werewolf, she can, and she was that mad, so she just did. So that means both dragons were dead, and then we found, there was like this little sphere that made me levitate when I walked up to it, because it like made just gonna look at it, and like it was actually a piece of the heart of the air dragon. So I went ahead and stabbed it, and then all the floating islands that exist in the world started slowly falling back down. Not falling, I guess, just drifting back down, because that magic was holding them up. So we effectively destroyed 3 dragons in one night. Went back to the main city, and that's where the 7 judges are like, alright, well, we're gonna have to go now, because once you destroy the last dragon, which is the dragon that I guess was like the prime dragon who was giving them power, once you destroy that, we're going to die. So we decided, we have life magic, we're gonna cast a spell on you guys to keep you alive, so that way you don't have to rely on the power of like the dragon for immortality, or just to live out the rest of your days. So they got to live, and it was a happy ending, and it was like, yay! So it was really cool. So it was a really good game. There were some side quests I wanted to like kind of implement, but they didn't really happen. But it was because we didn't really have like a moment to be like, oh, we have to go here, and then a thing happens. So that might happen later. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe Brent will continue, find a new storyline. So we're gonna be starting Almus's game, I think, this week, which worries me because I still have 2 demons to put down remaining on my character. She's gonna have 12 total that she can summon, but 2 slots are still available, and I'm like, oh gosh. And I've been drawing stuff like crazy for it. So yeah, so that'll be starting up. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of drawing lately too, because it's just been relaxing to do. But I do need to get to work on Vaporeon. I'm probably going to do that today. I'm probably not going to post any other videos today. I'll be editing videos later, but I've got to work. I've got to sew, I've got to do stuff. So that'll be my priority right now, to get that done, as well as other projects that I want to do for the con. We'll see. And also, I got back to recording like Minecraft and Dishonored and stuff, so that's back. Hopefully you guys check that out. I recorded a lot of Minecraft just to get it out of the way, or not to get out of the way, but just to have it done. And then I tried to record more Dishonored. I think I'm gonna still post the episodes I recorded, but I think from now on with Dishonored, what I'm going to do is, instead of trying to like cut it into episodes, I'm gonna just record a bunch of material and then chop it up as I like edit it. I'm not gonna try to be like, okay, I'm gonna stop the episode here. No, just keep going, just keep playing until I get bored or tired of it, or I finish something, you know? So instead of like, because the one mission I had to like actually stop because I was just like, I'm hurting from sitting here for so long and I'm not even done. So yeah. And I don't know if I'm gonna restart the game. If I restart it, I'm not gonna show you guys everything. I'm just gonna go through and try to play it differently, because I feel really bad that I'm like killing everyone in that game, and I'm trying not to, but it keeps happening. You guys will see in the upcoming episodes that yeah, it's quite a body count, unfortunately, but I want to try to play it without doing that, but I don't know, we'll see. I gotta get used to the controls, with the keyboard and everything. I didn't used to play PC games before I did YouTube. I mean, I played Minecraft, that was like it, but mostly it was console stuff. But now I'm like, gotta do PC games, and then I'm gonna try to like bring in some of the games you guys have suggested, and then try to finish some others. Once AX is over, I'll have a little more time to focus on stuff, because also, like, it's summertime and everything, so less work, but it's fine. So hopefully I can get all that done. Alright, so I'm gonna get to work on Vaporeon for now, and then editing some stuff. So be sure to check out my new PC game way of filming and stuff, because it's really cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Check the links at the end and the links in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time, and until then, stay with me. Like, completely. I forgot how to Minecraft, you guys. This is terrible. Fuck your machine. Oh my god, this is so cool. That's freaking awesome. Alright.